Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. We're at 5633 Northeast 48th Avenue. We're located on the left side of the main house. That's as you look at the house from the street. Checking the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. So this is my second run to the line here. My last video file, it's raining so hard it glitched my camera, or my monitor out with the water all over it. So we've got a belly here in the first 4 feet with about 1 inch of water. You've also got a couple joints that are out of whack. You know, I just noticed this is where the ejector pipe ties in right there at the top of the pipe. That might explain why there's staining at the top of the sewer line. Anyway, my concern here, you've got some joints that are out of whack. If those joints weren't put together properly, you could have dry fit joints there that might be open to the ground. It was hard to see that tie-in. That's where the ejector pipe looks like it ties into the sewer line there from the back ADU structure. Anyway, beyond that belly there, the only other thing that is going on with the line, out here at the transition to PVC, we've got a pretty good-sized root intrusion. I'm just leaving the line dry at this point, just so we don't have to drain the whole thing out. I'm having a really hard time getting my videos to save today. Once water droplets get all over the screen, it glitches the whole thing out, and it kills the video file. There's your roots right there. That's marked with a green X at the very front of the property, just before the yard meets the little retaining wall or cinder blocks at the front of the property. I'm getting almost around 11 feet deep there. It's extremely deep. But I would highly recommend looking into an epoxy liner for the repair on that, so you're not having to dig 11 feet. That's the main there, and that is located out on Northeast 48th. The line runs at essentially a dead straight shot once it turns away from the house. Very simple configuration. Anyway, and it does appear to be switching to 6-inch pipe here. My camera catches an edge as I come back across that. Visually it's hard to tell with the roots there, but it appears to be 6-inch pipe, or 6-inch 3034. So if you go the liner route, I would try and overlap the joint a few feet on either side to bolster it up to further root intrusion in the future. To me, I think it's more likely you're gonna get, or it's less likely, sorry, that you're gonna get a re-intrusion with a liner because it puts another layer in there to help prevent roots from getting through that joint. Those transition joints are the weakest joints in your line to roots. That's where they always come through. So, not to mention, it should save a lot of money not digging an 11-foot deep hole. As for the belly back here at the start of the line, you're at 1 foot 6 inches deep. It's the first, basically 4 feet of the line. It's raining so hard I can't put paint down right now. It just washes off the ground. At least in this location it does. But it's easy to figure out. Anyhow, we're going to go to... Sorry, I'm kind of moving quick here. I've got to do this or the video file is likely to get messed up again. So before I read, you've got about 1 inch of water here. You've got an offset that's formed. You know, by and large, if you're treating the line properly, that's not a belly that's so massive it's just going to cause problems under proper usage. It would be more under a scenario of balled up toilet paper that kids like to do, and improper items, things of that nature. I'm a little concerned you could have dry fit joints there the way that offset joint looks, and you may have joints that are open to the ground. That's the other concern. So if repairs are done, rescope the line to check the work. If no repairs are done for some reason, I would cut the roots, rescope it 1 year to check for root growth, and cut as needed, and or clean as needed if the bellied area is getting dirty too. Just monitor the line and clean it as necessary until it's ready for repair. Other than those 2 locations, the rest of the line looks great.